This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The fans are filling the seats in San Antonio, the site of our broadcast, and where the Spurs will be going up against the Dallas Mavericks. Well, for the Mavericks, they're in a little bit of a skid now. There's no other way to put it. Whatever momentum they may have had early in the season has gone away here as we've reached the midway point. Well, Freak was recently selected to be a part of All-Star Weekend. Very big honor for him, and I'm sure there will be a lot expected of him. You guys have both been involved with All-Star Weekend. What's it like? What's going through their heads right now?
Well, the most important thing you have to do is just enjoy the weekend. There's going to be a lot of superstars there. There's going to be a lot of things going on. You just have to go, perform, let them know who you are. The fans voted you in. Got to give them a great show.
Yeah, but I think
Greetings, everyone, from San Antonio. The Spurs playing host to a Western Conference affair here at the sold-out AT&T Center. And this is a one-and-done trip for Dallas before going back to their Mavericks fans. This game's going to be a challenge for them. Facing one of the top-tier teams in the league, they'll have to be at their best to steal a win here.
Yeah, and as far as the regular season goes, this is as good as it gets. This truly, to me, is the definition of a rivalry. I mean, the game between these two teams has always been special.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen a ton of great games between them in the past. It's hard not to get amped up when they face each other. I've been looking forward to this one for a while.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the floor for Dallas, Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Isaiah Cannon is out there with Matthews, and it's Biyombo at the 5. Parker passes to Freak outside Aldridge. The Spurs working the ball around now. And stolen by Parsons. Outside Matthews. Bangs home the trifecta. Matthews has got himself on the board with 3 there.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Aldridge against Nowitzki. Outside Leonard. They set the screen. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one. The Spurs shooting their first free throws here tonight. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Cannon kicks to Matthews. 5 on the clock. Parsons outside. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Finishes the break with a slam. Well, if you've seen some of the slams he's thrown down this year, it shouldn't come as a surprise. Freak will be participating in this year's dunk contest.
Yeah, I'm claiming it right now. I mean, he's my favorite to win the thing. I just don't see how he doesn't come away with the crown with his creativity and ability to elevate and levitate.
6 to shoot. And stolen by Freak. Down low, here's Parker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Parker's got his first points of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Nowitzki a screen. Cannon dishes to Nowitzki. He feeds it to Cannon. Nowitzki a screen. Cannon kicks to Nowitzki. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Nowitzki's got his first basket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The Mavericks trailing. Nowitzki with the screen on Parker. In the corner, Parsons with it. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Assistant, Isaiah Cannon.
Parker with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Aldridge, the pass to Freak, to the paint. From 12 feet out, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%, can't do better than that.
Here's Cannon. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Parsons. Nice D from Duncan.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Parker with the teardrop. Parsons with the rebound. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Over in the corner, Matthews. The shot, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
1:43 left to play in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Nowitzki up top. No one near him. It's hauled in by Duncan.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Pass to Freak. Duncan outside. Parker outside. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot.
So San Antonio
Great
going
shot.
with an almost entirely new
The game come to you.
for the Spurs.
Forcing the
LaMarcus
issue too
Aldridge
much.
is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Freak comes in for Green, and Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. Dallas making a switch here. Freak in at shooting guard. Ginobili out there with West. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Parker in at the 1 spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Now here's Williams. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Using his post move to get the 2 points.
Well, you can bet the defense wasn't expecting that kind of razzle-dazzle out of it. But the spin worked like a charm. Perfect.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks just played phenomenal. He ended with 28 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. This was the latest chapter in what has been a stretch of very good outings for him. Will we see another one tonight, Kevin?
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Oh, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
West dishes to Freak. Spurs passing it around. Parker drives in. The Mavericks pull it in. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Yeah, and what a gut-wrencher it was for them last time they met. Ended up on the losing side in that one.
And, Greg, typically there's one statistic that jumps out at you when you're looking at what decided a game. And in that one, it was all about the rebounding battle.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And so here is Dallas following the bucket by the Spurs. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Parsons. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Freak. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 6 points for Freak.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Here's Parsons. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Now here's West. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And he gets the bucket. Parker's got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Now some of the best in the NBA right here. The top scorers, efficiency-wise. Fifth on the list, Freak.
All players occasionally go through hot and cold streaks, but over the course of the regular season, he is a go-to guy for his team.
A different look now for San Antonio. Duncan comes in for West, and it's Udrih in for Tony Parker. The Mavericks also with a sub. Cannon's checked in. Now here's Matthews. He had 13 points in the win against Houston. Cannon can't hit.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
The lead pushed to double digits. And now an 11-point Spurs lead.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now here's Ginobili. Following the miss by Wesley Matthews.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
Mavericks trail by 13. Now Matthews. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Biombo, no luck.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
And Udrih kicks to Ginobili. 1:30 left now here in the second. Duncan with the screen for Ginobili. Duncan, the pass to Ginobili. Here's Aldridge. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. 10 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Parsons following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge to stop the run. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down again to 13 points with the basket from Cannon.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Here's Matthews, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Matthews has got 5.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Feeds it to Duncan. The 11-footer, and that one hits back iron. Mavericks trail by 13. Cannon kicks to Williams. Yambo dishes to Williams. For 3. Can't get it to go. And so we wrap up the first half. Spurs out in front. They lead by 13. And time now to go courtside.